Memorandum, dated 19th of June, 1964. Subject, direction and control of human behavior.
In the 1970s, the public was confronted for the first time with the fact that the Central Intelligence Agency had carried out a bizarre series of behavior modification and mind control experiments on unwitting citizens.
Super-secret Project MK Ultra, as it was called.
Experiments funded by the CIA.
More expensive than the agency had admitted.
It proved to be one of the most bizarre episodes in CIA history.
Some 20 years earlier, as World War II ended and the Cold War began, CIA Director Alan Dulles signed off on Project MK Ultra in what he referred to as the battle for the minds of men.
The first thing that needs to be said is it's an experimental procedure.
We see here the possibility for direct physical manipulation of the mind.
The master control for the whole body resides in the brain.
The patients were definitely changed.
No, it doesn't hurt to stimulate the brain.
Ready on?
I had a dream I wasn't here.
Behind it all, in the background, with the rise of technology, the black box of the brain became a target of scientific deconstruction.
The mind, in contradistinction to brain and behavior, emerged in the 1950s as a legitimate object of experimental research.
What kind of a machine is man? I'm very curious to know just how far we can push this human operator.
And the neuron emerged as the smallest unit separating man from his external reality.
The world about us is accessible only through a nervous system.
The how of using our senses is a deeply concealed body of knowledge.
Decades of work was converging on the threshold of a vast, far-reaching covert agenda.
Delgado has remote control of the animal.
The electrical stimulator in the skull responds to radio stimulation. The bull becomes non-aggressive.
Does it tamper with mind?
Aggression can be evoked or inhibited.
The violence must be stopped. Quickly, finally, and permanently.
And if so, does anyone have the right to do that?
The VA records showed him to be entirely normal. His brain waves were normal. He was normal. And then they took him and put him in their project.
Cal, can you tell me if there's any change, Cal? Can you tell me if there's any change, Cal?
He was lying in bed. His head was covered with a tent of newspapers. He was in terror. He said, "Doctors from Boston are trying to get my brain."
Where science and secrecy merge.
The aim is controlling an individual to the point where he will do our bidding against his will.
In the minds of men.
One thing to realize about systems is how they are controlled. And we must get rid of any notion straight away that control is something imposed on the system from outside. It has to be built into it.